this next move is called the Turkish get up. Could quite possibly be one of my favorite moves that I've ever done for it. It's a damn good exercise. I would highly recommend it for anybody. You can do this with just body weight. You can do this with a water bottle, or you can do this with a kettlebell. Some people can actually do it with people that are tucked in a ball. Pretty cool move. It's a fun party trick. Just in general, one thing that we notice as we get older is it's harder to get up off the ground. It's the truth, and the older we get, the more of a fear it is. This is going to help anybody and everybody. If you start these young, do them every day, even just body weight, really good for the entire body. When I'm here, I start all the way flat. So I'm here, I'm laying on my back, and if I want to start on my right arm, I'll do one on each side. That's the knee that I want up. So this one's going to come all the way flat. The bell is on my right side, my right knee is up. I'll start on this side so you guys can see. When I pass the bell around, I go behind my head. I grab with my left hand. So now from here, the bell's on my left hand side, means my right leg goes flat. This knee is up. This hand is going to be my working hand, left side. I roll to my kettlebell. I don't want to pull it in from here because now I'm putting all the stress on the rotator cuff. I actually want to come in and give this bell a big hug. Now I roll it in from here. From this portion, I'm doing the same thing, like if we're doing a lane press. It comes from here and I rotate. Now, my hand opens, my wrist doesn't bend, it stays straight. This knee is up. My hand is on the ground. Whenever you do this, start with no weight at all and try to keep your hand above your head. From here, I roll up to my elbow. Now from here, I press off my pinky and my thumb and my palm. So now I'm working my tricep. This leg stays straight the entire time. As I sit up, I raise my hips up to the sky, and now I bend through. So my knee is directly underneath the kettlebell, and I'm looking at the bell the entire time. I rock my body up. Now I lean forward. So this is the top of my Turkish get up. I go back down to the right knee. So if the left hand's up, right knee comes down. Find the ground, look up at your bell, lean, start with the fingertips, work it down. My bell's above my knee. I lift up, and I swing through right here. I come down, elbow, and with control, I rotate down. A few key points. This knee, I don't want to collapse. I want to try to get this up. So you'll notice as you'll come up, this knee will want to drop. Your goal is to push that out. So as I get top, this knee is out, it's not caving in, okay? This is also really important. That shoulder lock I talked about when we do the snatch, when we come up, I don't want my hand to go behind. I want my bicep in my ear. When I'm like this, my shoulder's locked in. If you try to pick me up by my wrist, I'm not going to be like a rag doll. If you try to pick me up, I'm going to come up like this. My shoulders are going to stay aligned. If I open like this, now this one is pulled forward. Just like I said not to do with the one-handed swing, I pull that shoulder back. This is exactly what it needs to be. Pop, press, so I roll in, grab, press. Troubleshoot like this. Now when I say thumb and pinky, I'm rolling up. Now see how I'm not dropping that knee down? Now from here, when I say thumb and pinky, I'm not saying press like this. I'm saying open your hand nice and wide, and that extension you're going to feel in the tricep. You also feel it in the lat too. So from here, see how I'm lifting? Using my pinky, my thumb, and I'm pressing. I lock that back tricep all the way out. See here, I'm not doing this. Because as you get up with no weight, you're not focused on it. So don't let them start to fall here. Because if you have a weight here, it's just going to fall. My hands stay straight up. I lift my hips, and I pull this foot all the way through. Like I said, start body weight. My knee would be under my hand. There's a line straight through, and I rock myself up. So I'm doing this motion, and then I'm driving forward off my left leg. I step back with the same foot I just stepped with, so the opposite of the hand that's up. Because if you try to step back here, it's not going to feel right. It's not going to make sense because it won't work. I lower down. I kick my knee through, all with control. I lower down to my elbow, into my back, with control. This move is not a race, all right? Like, you don't want to go as fast as you can all the way up. You want to go with the flow. You know, it's a Each movement is going together, especially if you have a big weight. If I take this around, I don't lift over top. If my arms start to get tired, I don't want to hit myself. I take this around, I switch. My right hand comes in, I roll in, and I take this here. I post. Now I press right here so it's completely locked out. Keep my knee up if possible. And I come here. Now see how I'm not dipped down? I'm locking the shoulder out on my left side. I push off my palm. Keep my knee up. Now you're going to start to really feel the stretch. I lift my hips. You see how I'm getting my knee like lined up with my hand? There's a straight line. And it's right below my belt. Now I'm using my core and my obliques. I curl my back toes. And I step up. Opposite foot. We're here. Step down or find the ground. Lift. And now take it through with control. Lower down. And lower. Goes back down. This is the Turkish get up. If I'm ever training one exercise to get the full body, this is going to be the one. It works on a little bit of everything. You can do them for numbers, you can do them for time, and you'll do good with them.